5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
An explorer is someone who explores something that no one knows about. Explorers are important because if people don't know anything, they won't know what will happen to them. So like if Christopher Columbus didn't go out around the world, they wouldn't know that it was a circle. So everybody who went sailing would go in a different direction, and no one would want to go where they wanted to go. My favourite explorer is Captain Scott because he's brave, he's always encouraging people, and every time someone doesn't do it correctly, he just helps them do it again, and he keeps on trying and trying, and I think he's a really good leader, and I'd want to be in his crew. Captain Robert Falcon Scott was born in 1868, and he went on 2 expeditions to the Antarctic. On the first trip, Scott, Shackleton and Wilson sailed on the Discovery. On the way, they ate ship's biscuits. When they got there, Scott discovered penguins making nests out of rocks and mud. At the end, Discovery got stuck and other ships had to come and get them. In 1910, Scott set off again, this time to be the first man to reach the South Pole. Scott was racing against a man called Amundsen. They wore warm clothing and had dogs and ponies to help them. On the way, they found out Amundsen had reached the South Pole first. Scott and his team were very upset. They set out to return home, but because of the bad weather, they never made it. Sadly, they froze to death. The last word Scott wrote in his diary was, "I do not think we can hope for any better thing now. We shall stick it out to the end, but we are getting weaker, of course, and the end cannot be far. It seems a pity, but I do not think I can write more. Ah, Scott, for God's sake, look after our people." I think Captain Scott's inspirational because he's always so brave and he's always helping people out. Not just because he's brave and he's helping people out, but because of his kindness. And if there was some time if there was something where I could choose which explorer I would like to go to, it would be Captain Scott's.